Hi, this is Alice Wheaton. Thank you for being with me again today. I appreciate it because I want to talk about 4 quadrants of business. Now, these 4 quadrants apply to you, but they also apply to your client. So if you can have a conversation with the farmer about those exact 4 quadrants and the contents, then you'll have a format for a very, very substantial conversation. So let's begin. We know that the top line is the first line of reporting when you take your income tax, the corporate income tax, to an accountant. When Revenue Canada sees that, they know that this is the amount of new revenue that came in this year. That's why it's called the top line. So the top line depends on 3 issues. The first one is new business from new clients. The second one is new business from existing clients. And the third one is new business from deserted. Now, I said to Kevin Dow that it was deserters, and he said, no, Alice, it's actually those who are deserted. And clients are deserted because there's no follow-up. So new business from new clients, what that means is that you need to have a robust, consistent prospecting game going on. You know, you will get new business from new clients through referrals, and that's good, but you can't count on it. It's sort of like a miracle. They're fantastic when they happen, but you can't count on them. And so the next aspect is the people skills. And when it comes to people, they need people who have a great knowledge, great skill, and great attitude. And that's where you come in. You see, all of the knowledge in the world, though, doesn't do you any good until you put it into practice. So I know that you're a scientist. I know that you've gone to university and become an agronomist. And so you've spent years on a farm and you have this innate knowledge. But until you put that knowledge into practice, it doesn't transform into a skill. And then, of course, the attitude. And your attitude is a very big part of transitioning knowledge into skills. So right now you have a knowledge about the technology that is available to farmers to help them optimize their land. You have that knowledge. And you have the ability, you have the skill to have a conversation with your prospective clients about that. But whether or not you will, a lot of that depends on your attitude. And so I want to give you a good example here, and I'll use the example of the bee. You've heard the expression Beeline. He made a beeline for the golf section, if I can be sexist here. And so a beeline means that the bees go out and look for sources of nectar. And when they come back to the hive, or they come back home, as it were, they do a little dance. They tap their feet and they nod and bow their head and wag their bum and flap their wings. And so in those movements, that dance, as it were, they tell the other bees where to go to get that source of nectar. But 20% of the bees don't get the dance. I assume they're entertained, but they don't get the dance. So they fly off in random directions looking for sources of nectar. That's the renewable energy. That's the renewable source of business, because sure enough, there's always going to be deserters. And so what happens is that it's that attitude of being proactive that will get new business from new clients, or, like the bees, renewable sources of nectar. And so if you wait, so we did another video where we talked about the top 10. Well, people who are 5 and above constantly tap into their resources for new clients. They look for referrals, or they call the phone book, or they meet someone at a coffee shop and they begin to talk about it. They find a way. And of course, when it comes to production, it's quality, efficiency, and profit. And aren't those the very 3 things that your farmers want from their land? They want to get a quality yield, they want to have an efficient process, and they want to increase their profit. As someone I know says, it works with his clients so that they grow money. And the bottom line, of course, is when all of this is in place, you, whether you're an LBP or a PAC, will be able to have money to reinvest. And of course, your farmers will too. They'll have money to reinvest, and they'll have money in their genes. You see, this 4 quadrants, there's your MBA right there. Those are the 4 areas of business. And when all of those squares are checked off, 11 squares, yes, 11 squares, when all 11 squares are checked off, you can be sure that you have a robust, successful business that you can sell to others or that you can continually reinvest in so that you have a fantastic bottom line. Thanks for being with me today, and I wish you to have great success. If anyone ever has any questions or concerns, just call me and I'll talk to you about any of those areas and coach you around how to manage them. Thanks very much, and bye for now.